are the top 10 most powerful cards in the Exploding Kittens universe? I'll be giving you my answer right here in this video. To start, we need to lay out some important criteria. This list omits the Diffuse card, the Zombie Kitten card, the Exploding Kitten card, the Imploding Kitten card, and the Devil Cat card. The Diffuse and Zombie Kitten cards, while very useful, act more as the key to the game rather than unique action cards. And the Exploding and Imploding Kittens, powerful as they may be, are not playable cards on their own. This is also the case with the Devil Cat card. With that said, let's jump into my top 10 picks. Number 10, the Armageddon card from Good vs. Evil. This card triggers an Armageddon event. Once played, the player must take the God Cat card and the Devil Cat card and shuffle them together. The player will then place one card in front of them and the other card in front of any player of their choice. The opposing player then gets to decide which person gets what card. One player will win the God Cat card, while the other player will explode at the hands of the Devil Cat card unless they're able to defuse it. Right off the bat, the Armageddon card secures itself as one of the most dangerous cards in the whole series. Not only does it guarantee that a player will win the God Cat card, but it also ensures that the other player will suffer at the hands of the Devil Cat card. That said, there's always a 50% chance that the player of this card might blow up, so that alone keeps it from moving further up this list. Number 9, the Atomic Bomb card from Streaking Kittens. This card allows you to collect all of the Exploding Kitten cards from the deck and to place them on top of the draw pile. The rest of the cards are then shuffled and placed beneath the Exploding Kitten cards. After this, you skip your turn. Without question, this card has the potential to be a complete terror. There's just one major chink in its armor, and it's that this card can easily be thwarted by a simple shuffle card, a draw from the bottom card, and many others. Despite that, it's still a card that packs quite a wallop. Number 8, the Alter the Future ×5 card from Streaking Kittens. This card allows you to look at the top 5 cards in the draw pile and arrange them in any order you'd like. As with all Alter the Future cards, a simple shuffle card can quickly dismantle your plans. Despite that, this ×5 card can still set you up for success and others for destruction. Who doesn't enjoy seeing others squirm while you rearrange the cards? Number 7, the Nope card from the Exploding Kittens base game. This card can cancel nearly any action in the game, even if it's not your turn. You can also cancel someone else's Nope, resulting in what I call a Nope battle. However, you cannot cancel a Diffuse card or any kind of Kitten card. As old as the game itself, the Nope card has wreaked havoc across dining room tables with reckless abandon. The ability to cancel someone else's action, even when it's not your turn, can prove to be a fatal blow. That said, I'd recommend playing this card when you have another Nope up your sleeve, as your first attempt can be easily thwarted by someone else's Nope. Number 6, the Clone card from Zombie Kittens. If you place this card onto whatever card is on top of the discard pile, it mirrors that card's ability along with its rules. This card is the jack of all trades when it comes to its cloning ability. If you've ever looked at the top of that discard pile with envy, the Clone card will satisfy your craving. Not only that, but this card can also be played in combination with a Cat card to make a pair, so long as you play it on top of that initial Cat card. The only stipulations are that you can only play this card on your turn, and you cannot play a Clone card on top of another Clone card. Number 5, the Attack of the Dead card from Zombie Kittens. This card allows you to not only skip your turn, but to also force the next player to play 3 whole turns per each dead player. It goes without saying that this card is about as brutal as they come. If you play this card towards the end of the game, once a handful of players have been blown up, you just might end up winning the game. It's also worth noting that this card can be stacked with other attack cards, so if you end up being the victim, go ahead and pass the chaos down the line. Number 4, the Tower of Power card from Barking Kittens. Place the Tower of Power hat on your head and put the stash of cards inside. From now on, whenever anyone tries to steal from you, they must draw from the cards within your hat. This card is uniquely powerful in that it protects you from every kind of stealing. Even if someone lays a 3 of a kind down on you, it doesn't matter. All thieves must draw from your illustrious hat. The only downside to this card is that you have to wear the crown for the rest of the game. But when you possess the power of the tower, how can you complain? Number 3, the Curse of the Catbutt card from Streaking Kittens. Select a player of your choosing. That player must shuffle their hand and lay it face down on the table. They're not allowed to look at any of their cards until they've drawn a card during their turn. They can blindly play cards from the top of their deck, but any cards that have an unusable ability must be discarded. Perhaps the scariest part of this card is that if it's been played on you and you draw an Exploding Kitten card, that card does not count as a draw. This means that you must blindly draw from your deck one card at a time until you've successfully drawn a Diffuse card. Any card drawn that wasn't a Diffuse card is instantly discarded. If you don't have a Diffuse card to begin with, you explode with not even a single card to your name. Known for both its utter savagery and its ability to turn the game completely on its head, this card is both the prize and the bane of players everywhere. It's also a great way to obliterate your friendships. The only thing that just might tarnish this card's good reputation is how it massively complicates the rules of the game. The game makers themselves have admitted that they regret ever making the card due to the fact that there's no simple way to play it. That said, this reason alone keeps the Curse of the Catbutt card from moving up to the top slot. Number 2, the God Cat card from Good vs. Evil. This card can be played as any card in the game other than a Nope card. However, it must be won during the Armageddon event and cannot be drawn from the draw pile. Boasting the incredible ability to become become nearly any card in the game, the Godcat card is a powerful force to be reckoned with. But despite its massive potential, it comes with quite a few surprising drawbacks. To start, it doesn't become the card you desire until it's been played and discarded. This keeps it from becoming cards like the Streaking Kitten, which is not a playable card. As well, it can only be played as a card that's included in the deck that you're playing with, meaning that it might limit the amount of cards that it can become. In addition, the card itself cannot be gained until it's been won in an Armageddon event, making it difficult to obtain. And lastly, this card cannot become a nope card, allowing anyone to look at its special backing and to steal it without question. This alone forces the player to play it quickly, as opposed to saving it for the right moment. As harsh as I might sound, the Godcat card is still a formidable card that ranks as one of the most powerful cards in the whole series. But does it deserve the number 1 slot? I'm afraid not. Before I reveal my number 1 pick, here are a few noteworthy mentions. The Mark card from Streaking Kittens. Pick one player of your choice, then choose one card at random from their hand. That player must now flip that card around and keep it that way for the rest of the game until it's either played or stolen. This card is a great way to uncover a secret gem in someone else's hand, and it can also set you up for a valuable steal. That said, there's not much else to this card beyond that one party trick, so maybe wait to use it till you're in a position to steal. The Super Skip card from Streaking Kittens. Skip all of your turns no matter how many you have piled up. The Super Skip makes for an excellent endgame card. If you're in a spot where the attack cards have piled up on you, there's few cards that'll help you as much as this one. That said, there's typically very few of these cards floating around, so make sure to use it at just the right moment. The Feral Cat card from Exploding Kittens. This cat card acts as a wild cat card and can be combined with any one of the cat cards to do some stealing. One of the most useful and reliable cards in the game, the Feral Cat makes stealing other players' cards more convenient than ever. Granted, it might not have any power on its own, but with so many cat cards floating around, the Feral Cat will ensure that you snag some helpful combos. Number 1, the Streaking Kitten card from Streaking Kittens. So long as this card remains within your possession, you're able to hold an Exploding Kitten card in your hand. In a game that's loaded with powerful cards, this card raises the bar to a whole new level. This one card alone has saved me from a fiery death on more than one occasion. This card can also be used to plant an Exploding Kitten card on a player if they use a favor card against you, in which case that player must defuse the Exploding Kitten card immediately. Now it's worth mentioning that if at any point someone steals a Streaking Kitten card from you and you're also holding an Exploding Kitten card, you must defuse it right away. Despite the high stakes that come with wielding this card, there's no doubt in my mind that the Streaking Kitten card is the single most powerful card in the game, even in comparison to the Godcat card. It's given me the upper hand on more than one occasion, and I've rarely ever been caught with it, due in large part to the fact that it's hard to tell if someone has it. Will there ever be a card that rivals the Streaking Kitten's power? Only time will tell. What are your top 10 most powerful Exploding Kittens cards? Type your ranking in the comments below. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care, and I'll see you around.